What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode on AB2 Square. This is Abel here. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you've been around for a while, thank you so much for being loyal. We're gonna create my own interpretation of a human version of that animal, and that's gonna be a fox. We're gonna do that now. Let me remind you of the square. It's different than our habitual episodes. Here we are just trying to relax, just enjoy the process, put aside all the rules, all these concepts and techniques, and we just want to have genuinely fun. Basically, I went on Pinterest, of course, and I type in fox, and I've picked this 2 fox. This is the first one, and this other one will be my second option for reference. And as you can see, it's very glamorous, but in the same, in the same concept, I also want to throw in some sort of like medieval knight or something, and I'm gonna work with that, and I'll meet you right at the end of my first sketch line. So yeah, hang around. You picked your own picture, your own animal, and join me. Feel free. All right, so let's work this out. First sketch that I'm be dealing with is, of course, I'm just coming in with a simple mind, breaking some rules, not paying too much attention to all this structure that I work usually. Just try to see if, the experience that I live brings me something new. The first thing I'm trying to achieve here is I'm trying to, capture this facial expression from the fox. And I know that I want to play around a little bit with some sort of like mask or halfway mask. That way I can give her some sort of sense of superhero status. So now, as you can see, we're gonna start developing her torso and other members of her body. Kind of like looking for that stand that will give me that strong pose. So one thing that sometimes I use as part of my process is shrinking the size of the sketch. By doing that, I just keep myself relaxed, not going through this detailed phase, and letting all my artistic juice flowing. And this is what the off square is about, right? It's all about letting our artistic juice to tell us something, get us excited and inspired. So as you can see, I've moved on from that previous sketch, and we're gonna be trying to develop a more of a full body type of a character. I think I have an idea of so far what her face will look like or what I want to do. Now I need to figure out the body. I said before I wanted to, bring some ideas of knights or medieval armor. And so I'm playing around with that. I'm not an expert doing this type of thing. So, this is where my memory will play the most. And it's all right, because as you see me going through these lines, I'm bringing up some like samurai vibes or whatnot. I'm just goofing around. And that seems like a very, very fresh initial sketch. So let's go back to talk a little bit. All right, guys, I don't want you to be part of the boring stuff. I want you to be part of the good stuff. I want to show you some of the things that I struggle with. Yes, you can relax and still struggle and have some challenges, but it's okay. So let's see what I am talking about, right? So let's look here, for example. In this part, I've established most of the character's features. I've figured out what the garment is going to be and so on and so forth. But let me show you right here. So when we get to the face, I got a little bit stuck here, guys, and I'm not gonna lie. And the reason behind that is I'm trying to, capture the right personality from the animal and convert that into the essence of this character. And boy, oh boy, that was quite of a challenge. because the eyes, the way you position the eyes and the gaze, the staring, kind of like try to feel the vibe. And I try to give her much bigger eyes. That didn't work because it still didn't feel like it was, showing that strong characteristic of her. So finally, I was able to achieve the type of stare that I wanted for her to have. And from that point forward, things just got smooth and easy. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to leave you guys with a good part, and I'm going to show you my color rendering, and that's going to be the best part. And I'm going to do something different this time. I'm going to play around with a brush, and I'm just going to apply different tones and textures and just going to feel the vibe with it. This is very scary. Let's see how it goes. All right, so the reason why it's scary, but at the same time, I have to admit it's very satisfying, and it's because you always are mindful of where the shadow is going to go. But this way, I'm just like letting the painting have its own expression, just letting it show its own, identity. And I don't know, it's been a while since I've done that. Probably because I've always felt a little bit scared. But hey, this is why I'm telling you, we need this off the square. It's just amazing. So I encourage you to take from my example and approach your canvas with a more open mind, trying to, test different ways of going about your art process. Let the brain do the rest. I mean, I think this is one of the reasons why we sometimes we quit. It's because we are missing having fun. And boy, did I have fun with this. Obviously, at this point now, I'm battling because my desire is to organize and make it more clear and clean. But at the same time, like I still want to see what I can get from this artistic experience, and it is a struggle, but hey, that is with the hope that you get encouraged of taking your own time off the square and just relax and have fun. That way, I don't know, you don't know what you might encounter, a new skill, new technique, or it might just be like a new discovery moment for you. Okay, guys, how about we just jump right into the final stage and see what the final product is. Here it is. Let's look. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Guys, if this was an entertaining video for you and you've had a lot of fun with us, hit that subscribe button. I would like to know what was your favorite part on this art process. Don't forget to leave that comment down below. I'll be very looking forward to read that. You guys are awesome, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. See you guys on the next adventure.